This video is going to show how to void shapes and adjacent layers in OrCAD X PCB Designer. Signals and adjacent layers can create crosstalk, potentially degrading signal integrity. Adjacent planes can also introduce parasitic capacitance, which can further degrade signal integrity and isn't always desirable for power and ground planes. New in OrCAD X PCB Designer 24.1 is the ability to quickly and easily create voids and adjacent layers for optimal power and signal integrity. Start by opening the provided design in OrCAD X PCB Designer 24.1. For this example, we'll create voids in the ground plane directly below the top layer. Select Shape, Void Adjacent Layer Shape from the menu. The Options panel is now populated with settings for adjacent shape voiding. Here you can define which layers the void is created on, whether or not to create voids on same net planes, and whether or not to create voids on only matching layers. The Void Settings table lets you define where to create voids and how much clearance to add. Check Create for Ground 2 to create a void for the ground plane. The layer is highlighted in green in the Void Settings table. Enter 15 mils for the clearance to pad the void to 15 mils from the shape itself. To create the void, check Shapes in the Find panel to allow shapes to be selected. Click the 12-bolt shape on the top layer to use it for the void reference. The top layer is highlighted in blue in the Void Settings table. In the Visibility panel, check the option for All for the ground layer so the void and surrounding copper are visible. Select Create Voids to create the voids. The void is visible around the 12-bolt shape. For better visibility of the void, uncheck All for the top layer in the Visibility panel. The void is clearly visible on the ground layer. Recheck All to restore the top layer. If the objects whose adjacent areas are to be voided are close, the voids can be merged to prevent stray copper antennas. Select Merge Options under Void Settings to open the Merge Options table. Check the option for Merge for Ground 2. Minimum and maximum separation can also be defined in this table. Select the smaller 12-bolt plane at the top of the larger plane and click Create Voids. A new void is created in the ground plane, merged with the original. Select the 12-volt plane below that on signal layer 3. More of the ground plane is voided, and as before, the new void merges with the original. Right-click and select Done to exit the void mode. Quickly and easily create void shapes and adjacent layers to optimize signal and power integrity in OrCAD X PCB Designer. For more tutorials, visit us at resources.ema-eva.com, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.